Hello 3D printers. This is Josh from Gladiator Designs, and today we're going to show you how to put together the Leprechaun trap. It's a brand new model that just came out. It's going to be available on Patreon and Tribes, and if you'd like to pick it up in a week or so, it'll also be available on the My Mini Factory store as well as Cults 3D. So this thing's going to print out without supports, just like this. The main body of the trap here is going to print just like that, no supports needed. And then there's an accessories file. So the accessories file includes the two little trap doors, the Leprechaun, the gold pot there, and this lamp stand. I'm calling it a lamp stand. I'm not sure what else to call it here, but you will need, in addition to printing all this out, the only extra thing you will need is a number 4 rubber band. And you will notice when you print these out, the accessories, they're going to be, I believe, in this orientation just like this. They're going to print out just like that. It might not be a bad idea to add a brim around these. There's a tiny little base on that pot, but if you've got good bed adhesion, it should work okay without a brim as well. So yeah, you're going to need a number 4 rubber band. You'll notice on the file you print out, there'll be a little notch, or a little bump out right here on this lamp stand. Now this version doesn't have that. This is the original one that I had painted prior to adding that little bump out. It's a very simple little thing, but you will see that there. And what you're going to want to do is take your rubber band, your number 4 rubber band, you're going to place it above that little bump out. And I wrapped the rubber band around the post twice. It just kind of tightens it up a little bit, not entirely necessary. Okay, then this post is going to go right down in this notch here. I'm going to spin this around this way, help you see it a little bit. You're going to pull the rubber band back, lamp stand goes in, and the rubber band clicks right around this notch here in the back. And that just keeps the lamp stand, keeps it returning back up to the upright position. You can see the little latch down here working. The pot will go here, and as the pot is pulled down, that latch moves back. There we go, right there. All right, so to install the doors, it's very simple. You are going to notice that the doors, the hinges are just a hair offset. That's on purpose. You're going to want the hinges that are closest to the edge down here, they go towards the front of the trap. The hinges back here that have just a little more space, they actually go towards the back, and it's to help this little latch work here. So these are going to go in. You're going to place them in flat, just like this. There's little, you can kind of see them here. There's little, the back side of the hinges is right here, little notches there. So this is going to go flat. It's a little bit tricky, but it's really not too hard. You're going to line that up in there, and then just wiggle it back and forth. There we go, and it snaps into place. Then when the latch is pushed, I didn't quite get it in place. There we go. When the latch is open, the trap door will fall in, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that one down. We're going to install the second door. You do need to make sure that these are snapped all the way back into their hinge. There we go, like that, and you'll see that if they're snapped back all the way, you'll see this line back here, it lines up almost perfectly there. All right, make sure they fall freely. If they don't fall, if you had some little bits of a filament or something that didn't quite print right, you might need to trim that off, or if you used a brim, you might need to make sure it's nice and clean before they'll work perfectly. Now, to reset this trap, the best way I've found is you can reset one of the doors, but then the second door, you're just going to want to flip the trap upside down just like that. There we go. Oop. Reset the hinge. You will need to make sure that this lamp post stays. There's a little notch down in here. It's kind of hard to see with the camera here, but little notch, it needs to be down in that notch. Otherwise, it just won't hold the door up. But it's real easy to make sure you've got it down in there. And you're going to hang the little pot of gold. I've got some little foil in there. Silver, I guess. Hang it right up there, and then your trap is set. It's ready to go. Now, Mystic Sage she made us some amazing little leprechauns. So this little leprechaun's a solid print. She also has a really awesome articulated version of this. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite print this small, so we're using the solid version for this one. So your little leprechaun, he climbs up here. When he pulls down, let's get him up there. When he pulls down on the pot of gold, he falls into the trap. And you can see him in there. It's got some little bars on the window. And you've trapped yourself a leprechaun. Well, guys, I hope you really enjoy this model. This has been a lot of fun working with Mystic Sage and designing this. Should make a really fun St. Patrick's Day print for all of you. Thanks a bunch, and we'll see you for the next model.